Hello everyone, welcome to Literary Lovers channel, and today we are going to discuss about literary moments. So first and foremost we will see this Cavalier Poets, who is supports Charles I during this English Civil War, 17th century. They are the 17th century English royalist poets writing about courtly love as sons of Ben, influenced by Ben Jonson. They are loyal to king, so they used to write a glorify of kings and kingdom. So like that, they are people. Those people are called as Cavalier poets, who are all commended. This, let's see, Richard Lovelace, William Devenant, Robert Herrick, Thomas Carlyle, and Sir John Suckling. So their characters are joy and simple celebrations, reveal society, gaining a material health, and platonic love is another theme of this people, of the poet who write based on these themes. So next is Metaphysical Poets. It's a 17th century. That's a metaphysical poet. The metaphysical word. It's coined by Samuel Johnson, used of concepts or rhetorical devices. That is, a concept is a rhetorical devices. That means an idea. So this John Donne is very famous writer of metaphysical poet. Herbert, Andrew Marvell. So they rarely uses religion. Their characteristics are free from former artificial styles. Their European Baroque influences. Baroque means decorative, wordplay and wit, Platonic influence. So these are the characteristics of these metaphysical poets. Next is amatory fiction, 17th century, 1660 to 1730. There is they used to write romantic novels. Several prominent female authors were emerged in this period. So for example, Eliza Haywood, so who has written Love in Excess, The Fatal Enquiry, Love in a Maze. So this is a work of Eliza Haywood. And Delia Revere Manley, who wrote The Lost Lover. It's a play. Almina, or The Arabian O. The Arabian O is a tragedy. Okay, then is Afra Ben. So she wrote The History of the Nun and To the Fair Clarida, Who Made Love to Me. Next, Imagined More Than a Woman. So The Disappointment. The Disappointment is a sexual encounter female point of view, and a female from point of view she has written this. So next is, these writers were known as the fair triumvirate of wit. It's a phrase coined word by James Sterling. Themes of these people are formalic genre, a form of feminism. So next is Augustine's. It's also called as Georgian literature. It's 18th century literary movement based on classical ideals, satire, and skepticism. Alexander Pope and Jonathan Swift are the main people under this movement. Next is Sturm and Drang movement. It's also one of the movement. So romantic movement, it begins from these. They are used to write kind of characteristics of romanticism. It's started in this moment only. It's a name for a play. So by Frederick Marx Maximilian Klinger, the protagonist, driven by his emotion, impulses, and other motives that that encounter to the enlightenment of rationalism. So these are the main theme of this moment. And John Wolfgang von Goethe and Friedrich Schiller are the main people of this moment. Next is Romanticism. It's in 19th century, that is 8800 to 1860. So emphasizing emotions and imaginations are the main theme of this moment. Wordsworth, uh, as he says that the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings recollects and tranquility. That's regarding the poetry has written these lines, the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. So okay, and they wrote under the uh, themes we can categorize as a 5 I's. I, it means imagination, intuition, idealism, inspiration, and individuality. These are the main thing which can main essence which can able to see in this moment. So allowing or exploring more and more uh, new things, and newly viewing psychological things and mysterious aspects of human experience are the main core of this moment. So Wordsworth has also says that beauty is truth, truth is beauty. That's all you know on earth and all you need to know. Life and art at the center. This is the thing what they are used to see. So emphasizes on individual freedom, inner life freedom from formalism, tradition and conformity. So okay, this is the Romanticism. American poetry. American Romanticism, that is in 18th century, 1861. It's uh, begins to moralize, edify, and entertain. So after the war, American that is Romanticism includes this. American Wordsworth. It's a name given to the person that is called William Cullen Bryant. That is 1794 to 1878. So their theme is because it's after the war, so their theme is death and the question of immortality. So these are the kind of themes they worked. Next is Gothic. Gothic, you know that it's about um, horror or supernatural and violence things includes in this moment. And there's Anna Radcliffe, Bram Stoker, Harper Lee, Edgar Allan Poe are the main people come under this Gothic novel. And next is Lake Poets. Lake Poets, why this name has come means these people who lives in the district which is very near to the lake, that is Cumberland and Westmoreland. Who are the Lake Poets? Wordsworth, S.T. Coleridge, and Robert Southey. These are the Lake Poets. Next, these people means the Lake Poets. They are come on 1801 to 1824. They are first referred by Francis Jeffrey in Edinburgh Review. They also okay, and also these people as a lake poets that's used by Lord Byron. So these are the thing regarding this lake poets. They wrote about nature and the sublime. So next is pre-reflectarians. So pre-reflectarians brotherhood. It's a group of writer, English painters, poets, artists. In by 1848, it started by William Holman Hunt. So it's a primarily English movement based ostensibly on undoing innovations by the painter Raphael. So that's the name. As before the time of Raphael, that's why it's given name has given like pre-Raphaelitism. Many were both the painters and the poets. So main people who worked under this category are Dante Gabriel Rossetti, Christina Rossetti. Okay, these are the main people. Next is Transcendentalism. That is the 19th century. It started in US. That is in between 1820 to 1830s. Poetry and philosophy concerned with self-reliance, independence from modern technology, and here the Emerson and Henry David Thoreau are the main people under this moment, and they protest against intellectualism and the spirituality of that period. They are influenced by individualism and idealism. Idealism, it's a practical aims of will, and also they influenced by Indian religions. It's best proof for this is Thoreau's essay, that is Walden. So next is Margaret Fuller and Walt Whitman is also one among this transcendentalism. Next is realism, that's occurred in late 19th century moment based on a simplification of style and image and an interest in poverty and everyday concern. So regarding the daily, so everyday concerns, it's reality. So people under this moment are Gustave Flaubert, William Dean Howells, Stendhal, Honor D. Balzac, Leo Tolstoy, Fyodor Dostoevsky, Frank Norris, Arkady Kovarezo. These are the people. Next is naturalism. Late 19th century, it started. Proponents of this movement believe heredity and environment control people. So these are the two things which control people, is heredity and environment. So as the people grow, where the people grow, and then on the environment in such a characters and the nature they adopt. So that can be seen in the works of these writer Emily Zola, Stephen King, Gady Maupassant, Theodore Dreiser. Verismo is also another moment as a derivative of naturalism and realism that began in post-unification Italy. Verismo literature uses detailed character development based on psychology. In Giovanni Varga's words, The Science of the Human Heart. It's by Giovanni Varga, Louis Copiona, Matilde Serora, Grazia Derrida. Next is socialist realism, magical realism comes. Okay, this too. Social realism is a subset of realist art which focuses on communist values and realist depiction. It's developed in the Soviet Union and was imposed as a state policy by Joseph Stalin in 1934. So, though the authors in the other socialist countries and members of the Communist Party is non-socialist countries. So also partook in this movement Maxim Gorky, Nikolai Ostrovsky, Mikhail Solokhov, Luzu, Taki, Kobayashi, Mickey Gold. So magic realism, literary movement which magical element appears. So most often are associated by the Latin Americans as a magic. So literary boom of the 20th century. So main people of this are Gabriel Garcia Marquez, Octavio Paz, Gunter Grass, Julio Cortázar, Sadi Hedeth, Maloy Chowdhury. So next is okay. These are the some of the main important moments. The rest of the moments will explain in the next video. Okay, thank you.